It was Maya Angelou who said, "I have great respect for the past. If you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going. I have respect for the past, but I'm a person of the moment. I'm here and I do my best to be completely centered at the place I am at. Then I go forward to the next place." And as we battle with the overwhelming and undeniable evidence of the future that await our precious planet, I thought looking back at life on planet Earth over the past 3.5 billion years might be a good way to know where we've come from. And thankfully, the Lapworth Museum of Geology at the University of Birmingham offers just that. The Lapworth Museum of Geology, which holds collections of fossils, minerals, rocks, and odd stuffs dating back to over 140 years, provides a fascinating insight into how the Earth formed and changed over time and how life on Earth developed and evolved. This massive replica skeleton of the carnivorous dinosaur Allosaurus, which lived 155 to 145 million years ago, almost makes you think like much like the Titanic was described as unsinkable. Someone at some point might have once described this beast as indestructible. However, their extinction, which is often linked to a sudden climate shift that drastically changed the planet's environment, can be viewed as a lesson for humans that abrupt, sudden changes in climate, whether it's be natural or man-made, can have a catastrophic effect on our beautiful planet, this beautiful place we call home. And maybe it's a call to action for us to do our level best at our very, whatever level you think you can help, to stem the tide before we get to an irreversible tipping point. And here we have this flying reptile, Pteranodon, that lived between 145 to 66 million years ago, with some specimens having wings that span between 6 to 7 meters, body length about 2.6 meters, and body mass about 50 kilograms. Just looking at this creature, I can't help but wonder at the resilience behind the species, evolving and adapting to the various conditions over millions of years. However, individual species, including this one, can be incredibly vulnerable to sudden environmental changes. And this highlights that while life on Earth will likely continue in some form despite climate change and all the other things we cry about, individual species, including humans, may not survive if we do not adapt quickly enough. It's a reminder of the precarious nature of our existence and the need for proactive measures that protect our species and the ecosystem we all depend on. Now, walking around the entire museum and just looking at everything we've got here, from the tusk of a woolly mammoth to the 425 million years old Wenlock limestone showing loads of strange creatures and marine animals, I think it's just fair to turn our attention to how we humans have evolved in this changing or evolving planet over the years. And looking at this evolutionary tree, starting with the early hominins in Africa around 6 to 7 million years ago, early human ancestors such as the Australopithecus adapted to changing environments, and over time, species like Homo habilis and Homo erectus developed larger brains, better tools, and more complex social structures, enabling them to survive in diverse environments. Our ancestors were highly adaptable, capable of surviving ice ages, hunting and gathering, all these large mammals, and eventually spreading across the entire globe. Europe, Americas, just the wide expanse of land we now call Earth. Now, this adaptability was crucial for surviving some of the environmental changes that other species obviously could not survive. But it also means that humans developed developed the ability to manipulate, to change things around in the environment. And this has led to serious agricultural and technological advancement with industries everywhere to sustain our lifestyle. And so today, the pace of modern climate change is faster than any in our evolutionary history, requiring not just individual adaptations but collective global action. Just as early humans had to adapt to shifting climates and landscapes, today humans face the challenge of adapting to a rapidly changing climate. And unlike our ancestors, we have the knowledge and technology to mitigate some of these changes. The opportunity, therefore, to learn from the past and our ability to foresee the consequences of our actions using all the various tools we have developed over the years makes us better equipped than our ancestors were. So, like Maya Angelou, I'll be a person of the moment. I'm here now. I'll do my best to be completely centered at the place I am at. Then I'll go forward to the next place. A place where I either leave the world a bit better or maybe at least as I found it, so that at least my children would have something or somewhere to call home.